everyone. Welcome to episode 26 of Rapid Unscheduled Discussions. I'm your host, Sir Seth Kurkowski. I've knighted myself. That's just what I do. And with me, of course, is this wonderful ball of idiotic personalities. Daryl Sausse.
Hey,
It's a great way to start the show.
the deal with it glasses are back.
Because we're probably gonna fight today.
Yes, we are. Because we were fighting pre-show, and I said, wait, save this for the show.
Yeah, we're in a disagreement of something that we'll talk about later. But this last week we actually had a busy week for launches.
I know.
We had a Minotaur launch, which they don't happen that often, and we had the start. Wait, have you had any other Mars missions this year?
No.
The start of the Mars missions have begun.
That's right. It's Mars season, y'all.
It's Martian season. Haha, get it? Martian season. Martian. Get it? Okay, fine. I thought that was good.
The what?
We had United Arab Emirates, their first interplanetary mission, the Mars, with the Hope. It's just orbiter, I believe, correct? I believe
yes, it's an orbiter.
Yeah.
Just an orbiter.
Like there's no probes or anything like that, but yeah, big, day for them. That was yesterday. Saturday?
Nope, it was yesterday. Saturday. Backing up one day, Saturday. Saturday was going to be the launch of Perseverance as of like 2 months ago or something like that. So I was like, yay, I get a Mars launch on my birthday. Yeah. We all know that ain't
by the way, it was his birthday this weekend, but no one wished him a happy birthday. It's fine. Don't do it.
It's cool.
No, it's fine. He doesn't deserve it.
Saturday, I'm like, oh, Momo's launching something for my birthday. They're trying again. Okay, we'll see how this goes. I want to see them succeed. Nope, aborted on the pad. So, I got nothing.
Yeah. And then off the press.
Then yes, we did have the Hope launch yesterday.
Yeah, and then hot off the press, we had I'm going to bomb the name. Anasis 2.
Yeah.
Launched just a few hours ago.
Don't overthink that one. Just Anasis 2.
Anasis. I feel like that sounds something straight out of Star Trek. Anasis. I feel like that's a name of like a planet or like a name of like a species or something like that.
No, that sounds like a.
Wait. Where did you get those glasses? Oh, Wayward wants to know where the glasses came from. I thought she had news for us about Anasis, about it being from Star Trek. I was so excited.
No, these are you remember the meme from like a couple of years ago? Deal with it, where it's like the 8-bit sunglasses that would come down on somebody's face. With
it was a horrible meme.
A J or a smoke in their mouth.
We shouldn't pray. You don't get high praise. Low praise. Low praise for you. I binged watched so much SNL this weekend.
What?
Yes, like a bunch of like the famous skits, and the one where it's Nicolas Cage on the Daily Report.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dude, and they're complimenting each other. Like, he goes, "That's high praise." I love.
Actually, okay. You know what I was thinking? Something related to SNL. Whatever happened to Celebrity Jeopardy? Not the SNL version, but like the real Celebrity Jeopardy.
I don't know, but I remember they did Snoop Dogg, and it did not go very family friendly. And
I can imagine.
Yeah, I don't know. Those are great, especially when they were the edgy of the type of people.
Yeah,
but
where they would just screw around for charity, like that's awesome. I could do that all day. I can just goof around for charity all day long.
Oh, I could totally.
Nice to be famous.
But yeah, we had
4, 3.
We don't want audio. The Minotaur 5 launched, and that thing also yeets.
Yes, it does.
I mean, would you, as the yeet, master, the yeet, would you consider this also a competition to the Supreme Yeeter, here, Daryl?
The Minotaur comes with an asterisk, because this was not purpose built to put stuff in the orbit. this was meant to, blow people up in
Okay,
in a crazy fireball.
details.
Like I said,
Details.
with an asterisk.
Details.
So
was the Atlas, but it did a terrible job at it.
Not in its current form, though.
No, not the Atlas 5, but
right.
The original Atlas that did a terrible job of doing it, so they replaced it.
This exact Minotaur was built and fueled back in like late '80s, early '90s, something like that, and it's just been sitting there like, hey, let's yank off the top end and slap some satellites on that sucker.
I believe the Minotaur replaced the Minuteman.
I didn't dive too deep into it. I think heard what people were saying.
I'm into that Eternal Doom or whatever the kind of stuff. So I did some good research. I think it was like the Atlas was was one of them, and then I went to the Minuteman, then Minotaur, and then I don't remember where we're at now. But
sure,
yeah, something like that. I was remember that's what Atlas was originally for, and they go like, yeah, well, it's a terrible ICBM because it's liquid field. So
yeah. The only thing I remember is like them showing the missiles about to launch in that old movie War Games and
oh my god,
things like that. That was a good movie.
That was a good movie. I would agree.
You know what? I know what I'm watching tonight before I go to bed. War Games.
What should I watch tonight? I need to watch Picard. I still have Picard to get through. So
you've also never seen Interstellar.
I have not seen Interstellar. I have not seen many movies. You can name a movie, and I have not watched it because I don't watch movies.
Sorry,
I've never Star Wars.
I've never seen The Goonies
or Star Trek. I have not seen most movies. I've seen one horror movie. And one movie considered horror. I don't remember what it is.
Was it Shaun of the Dead?
No, it was an actual supposed to be horror movie, and it was a terrible movie. And I only watched it because my girlfriend at the time wanted me to watch it because she was in the horror movies. I'm like, okay, sure, whatever you say, honey. I'll do what you say.
Wayward put out Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. That's also on my list of have not seen, along with The Goonies, Labyrinth, things like that. And look, people are dropping out of chat. No, I'm kidding. People aren't leaving because of my haven't seen movie list or anything like that.
I haven't.
But dude, getting back to that Minotaur real fast.
Oh yeah.
That was. I tell you what, you're right. That thing does book it off the pad, and that stage separation. Like, if you didn't know it was coming, you wouldn't know it was there.
Nah, you wouldn't. I'm sharing my screen with you. There we go. I think books it, and all of a sudden it just it goes up and goes. All right, yeah, we're tilting.
Yep.
Yeah, like not even caring. That was an interesting one to watch.
Harry, it was like supersonic in 17 seconds.
Now I finally see the what John was talking about, how he broke people's Twitters. I saw this on the phone, and it didn't break on the phone. It was perfectly fine on the phone, but apparently, yeah, it breaks on desktop. Attaboy, John. So
I saw it. I was like, okay, what weird stuff is he pulling?
I don't know. John does weird things. John's John. Yeah. Then we also had, of course, yesterday. Here's the playback, the launch of from the Japanese H2A launch. H2A is, which is the commercial version of the H2, I believe. Launching the Hope mission to Mars, which was kind of cool to see. Their mission control on point. Did you see their mission control? Let's see if I can purchase.
I wasn't in a really good spot to watch coverage of this. I was watching it on my phone as I was driving. So I just
let's see if. All right, Crispy, I have faith. Did you post a picture of? Okay, no, I'm going back to home.
Yeah, we can't find it.
What a surprise! Live me.
Well, why are you looking for it? Talk about what they did.
No, their mission control is just sick looking. I think it's probably the coolest looking mission control out there. Let's just scroll through all of Crispy's tweets because.
Are you talking about the one with the nice curved console?
Yeah. Of course, they all look like absolute G's with their white, with their I don't know what they're called, like the gowns type things, their traditional dress. Okay, well, this is just screw it. So, yeah. They were great. It was all, but they had like 2 separate rooms. They had like 5 people in one room, and then like the rest of people in another room, and then like it was cool.
And they were wearing masks and practicing social distance.
Well, sure. There was one point where there were 3 people all standing next to each other, all with their masks around their chin. I'm like, I think he's doing much better with the COVID thing than we are. So I don't think I can judge.
Yeah.
Especially in Florida.
Here in the States, we can't even get people to like put a mask on and wear it raw, let alone wear it at all.
There's a photographer that I follow, and she lives in Australia, and I just saw like she's been like doing stuff, and someone goes like, "Aren't you still in lockdown?" And they're like, "I've been out of lockdown for a while now." I'm like, yeah, that's sad. I wish I could be out and about, but
so the actual UAE TV network's coverage of it, that studio was really pretty. I forget which stream it was I was looking at, but where they had like the big old video board behind the 3 guys with the red accents on the sides of it and around like the coffee table in the middle. Dude, that was really sharp looking.
I don't think I watched that because I think I watched NSF's coverage of it, and they were on the Japanese show. So they had.
Let me see if I can.
Great moment was they asked I can't remember who was the it was Ian the pineapple. He goes I don't remember his last name ever. I just remember Ian the pineapple. But he goes, "Can you are we gonna have a countdown that we can understand? If you can understand Japanese." Yeah, that was, and they just count down. That countdown goes on forever. Just a person counting down. Yeah, and in Japanese, you just sitting there like, yeah, something's happening. At least I know that something is happening. But you gonna look for it? Or...
I've almost got it. I'm looking for a shot where there it was.
Oh boy, you're gonna have to share your screen, aren't you?
Yes.
Oh no.
You can trust me. It's
no,
cool.
I don't. I don't trust anyone that wears those glasses.
This.
Oh damn, that is cool.
Yeah, like I said, that was really sharp.
I think one of my favorite things they had in the mission control room was the fact that they had like a small monitor on the side wall. They had the Deep Space Now thing for the Deep Space Network. Yeah, they just had that going. I'm like, I don't really know if that's like scientifically like needed. Like, I feel like if you're launching a probe that's going to be connecting with the Deep Space Network, you'll have another tool that shows if you're connected or not.
Yeah.
But at least the one that JPL made is very, very cool looking. So I guess it makes it look better.
Well, coming up, what is it? Wednesday, the DSN is going to get even busier if they're helping out with it, because next up for Mars season, China is going to the surface too.
Is it a lander?
They're doing a lander.
That's what I thought. Yeah, I don't know much about that lander. I don't know. How much is that public? Like, have they actually like done any type of
I would
promotions
assume
for
more.
it?
I would assume more than normal coming out of China.
There's no way those using Deep Space Network if it's China.
Orbiter, lander, and rover, all in one, a whole package.
It's the total package.
They're doing the total package.
I remember high school when we thought that was all funny.
So I would assume that we can expect some better coverage than normal coming out of China for this one, which
hopefully we'll get a live stream.
Yeah, hopefully.
Hopefully, that would be nice.
I'm sure we will. I'm sure we will. And then everybody knows coming up on the 30th, Perseverance.
At the moment, July 30th, they practiced installing the RTG today. ULA and a joint team of NASA and JPL, and I'm not sure who else. It's just Taurus. There was a joint team, so super excited.
If RTG's involved, probably a lot more people that you don't know about.
Oh, definitely. I can't remember. There's like one place where they get the RTG, like they actually get the stuff from. It's all like for all the RTG stuff that JPL gets, they all get it from the same place, and it's from the government, of course. But like, I'm assuming there's definitely military people involved with installing that. They're not gonna just walk up like, oh, here's your plutonium. Have fun.
Oh, it's that simple? Oh, I didn't know that.
What?
I'm gonna have to try that. I just walk in like, can I get some plutonium?
Yeah, I just need some plutonium. What's for it?
Here it is.
Oh, it's a rover on Mars. Oh yeah, sure, why not? We do that all the time. Here you go.
No, do the Mark Watney thing. Make an RTG bathtub.
Yeah, I get cold in my apartment. I don't want to turn on the heat. I just want something heating it normally that doesn't take up power. So I just figured I'd just build myself an RTG, and then it would just radiate heat. It would warm up my apartment, and yeah, I'm sure I won't die.
Yeah, sure. What's the worst that can happen?
Yeah. All right, do you want to get into it? Is it time?
I wish we had a sound effect. Ding, ding, ding.
So today they launched.
Come on, say it. Say it.
No, I just blanked on it again. You say it.
Genesis 2.
Genesis. There we go. I gotta think Genesis with a no G and an A instead of an E.
Good.
There we go. Genesis 2 on booster, what was it, 1058, right?
Yep.
Yeah, 1058.
Yep.
Which originally launched Demo 2 about, 2 months ago now? It's been 2 months? No. Yeah.
Almost.
June
Short of 2 months.
8th?
No, it was June 2nd. Because May 30th was the first scrub day on
That's
Wednesday.
right. That's right.
And it went up the following Saturday. 31st, first day. Yeah, the 2nd.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, it's been about a month and a half.
Yeah.
And just returned to launch, launching the Genesis 2, which is from Korea. And
on a side note, before we get into this did break the turnaround record held by Atlantis.
Did it? I thought it would have, but I don't think it did.
This was like 50 or 52 days, something like that. It beat the record though.
Okay. That's impressive. I didn't know that.
Yes.
Nice. Finally, we've been chasing that record down for a while.
So now 1058 has two notable things about it, which leads Seth to believe that.
No, I'm not saying that it shouldn't be launched anymore. I'm just saying they better be damn careful about the launching of it. They better be pretty certain that thing's not gonna fail.
And
not even it has the fastest
let me
rephrase
rephrase this for everybody.
Time's not that bad.
Seth thinks that it should be taken out of service, put in a museum right now. Worm and all.
No, not right now.
We have no
now.
confirmation that the worm was on it, but what we're hearing is that it was not on it.
Pictures from Trevor looked like it was painted over, which makes sense. I don't think NASA would want to have their logo on a military satellite for Korea.
Yeah,
would make sense. Yeah. So now that sucks. They painted over the worm. So mean. It was used for the most special mission. Yeah, they should reserve 1058 just for the most special missions. Okay, you know what I would be agreed with if 1058 was the first reflown booster for a crewed flight. I would be down with that.
That's not going to happen until Crew 2.
Yeah, which is next year sometime.
And if they have a booster, they're not going to sit on a booster like that.
They should. They should.
No, the whole thing about them is reusing and turning around these boosters to
throw on some fake nozzles, take off the titanium grid fins. Those are the most important things. The hinges and the grid fins. That's all that. Other than that, it's a tube.
It still goes against what they're trying to do. It does.
But
that's more time, and I'm sure it costs some money too to remove that stuff and put in the fake stuff. That goes against what they're trying to do. If it's a booster that works, you fly it. Who cares what it flew?
Maybe a day, maybe a few days. I'm sure they can throw some interns on it. It'd be fine.
No, put this thing back into flight. And if it blows up on the water on the next mission, I don't care.
I do.
I mean, it sucks that they would lose one. Hold on, don't let me.
I think any normal person would care if they lose a booster.
Let me walk that back up.
Yeah, I think you should walk that one back.
Because it was utilized on a very high-profile mission, I don't think it deserves any special treatment for that. worm or no worm. And this is not
graced with the worm. It is a holy rocket.
It's not graced with it anymore, so who cares now?
Yeah, it's been defaced.
No, this rocket does not belong in a museum ever.
I think it does.
Until the entire Falcon 9 line is retired, this does not belong in a museum. Sorry, Dr. Jones.
I think it could do. I think it would also. They don't. Where are Falcon 9? I think do they sell that Falcon 9 at Johnson?
Yeah.
I haven't heard about it being okay, which is horizontal. They don't have
That's an older version.
Falcon 9s are so like, what?
That's an older version.
Yeah. Was it? No. Was that
at Johnson in Houston?
I think it's a Block 5.
No.
Yeah, it is. Pretty sure.
The one in Houston is not a Block 5.
Block Interstage.
No.
No, it doesn't.
All the Block 5s are still in service. The ones that have survived.
What was the one that they used for inflatable board again?
Ghost of 1046.
Rest in peace. Yeah, just rest in peace, 1046.
See, even Harry in chat knows it's a Block 4. It's not a Block 5.
It's a Block 4. Do we even have Block 4s? They never really announced Block 4s. Was just full thrust and Block 5 combined.
Yeah. Block 4s were short-lived.
Yeah. They were like the titanium grid fins. I think was Block. I don't remember. Yeah.
But this 1058. I'm sorry. There's nothing special about 1058 miles. Yes, it had a cool paint job, but they took it off as they should have.
But the host though had me even with any booster. The host had me, on the edge of my seat because he goes, hopefully we should be seeing the booster landing in a few seconds. I'm like, hopefully? What do you mean hopefully? I think these are pretty. I'm someone who thinks some people, the primary mission is getting the payload to orbit, which is the primary mission.
Of course.
And of course, always secondary is landing it. But when you have to land it, it's no, oops, we didn't land it at this point. They need to be landing these things because those grid fins and those engines are not easy to make, especially now that they have slowed down production of Falcon 9.
You make it sound like this stuff is still easy.
It's not.
It's not easy. They're just good at it.
They're good at it. But hopefully it should be landed. You need to have some more faith, my man. Especially when it's 10:58.
I do have faith.
Not you. I'm talking about the host.
Oh, him.
The host. Which I don't remember his name, but I think
I'm trying to figure out if we're still fighting or not.
I don't know. I don't know either. I still want to be in the museum, but I don't think you.
I don't think it belongs in a museum.
The thing is,
nope.
I don't see the F4s. I'm sad that the F4s are all being used as aerial drones for the Air Force. But okay, F4 Phantoms. They use them in Vietnam and I think Desert Storm. I'm not sure, but they've taken them all out of service and they're being used as aerial drones for target practice, pretty much.
Really?
Yeah, they refit them to be unmanned, right? And they fly them around and out there in the desert and they shoot them down. Mm-hmm. I'm sad because I'm a big F4 fan because there's not many F4s in private hands; they're all in government hands still.
Right.
So that means every single F4 is going to be retrofitted to be I think it's called a PH4 or something like that. I'm not sure what it's called. And flying out there, I'm like, those are some beautiful, ugly looking planes.
They should call them TP4s, target practice.
Yeah, but that would make too much sense. Why would you name it after something that it does? Come on now.
That's way too much sense for the government.
Yeah. Leave that for NASA to make names that are just too simple. Space Launch System. Ugh, they could make such a better name. Okay. Well, we've talked about that way too much. But yeah, so, I don't know. I think it should be in a booth. I think it should end up in a museum. I think if they get to the point where maybe it's, maybe we might not be able to land it. We're stretching it a little too much. I think they should put it to another booster. And then they go, all right, either we do this with another launch that we know, another simple launch, another crude launch or something like that, that is a more within the booster's parameters of being able to land it, and then put it in there.
If they're confident it'll fly it. If it needs to come out of service, take it out of service. Don't give it any special treatment.
I think it should deserve just a little bit of special treatment.
It does not deserve any special treatment.
It does.
It does not.
It returned crew flight to the U.S. I think it deserves a little bit of special treatment.
Look,
just a little bit of special treatment.
When the capsule comes back, put that one in a museum. I'm cool with that. This booster, no.
See, I'm sad that the only I'm so salty that the only Delta 2 that we're ever going to be able to see was a barely got through it because there was some spare parts and whatnot that got built. Same thing with a lot of the other boosters rockets out there. I think it would be really nice to have more rockets at museums for people to see, because seeing a rocket up close with your own eyes is an experience that you don't get to see that often, because they're usually at the launch pad miles and miles away, and it's a little dot on the horizon.
Yeah.
Being able to stand right next to it and look up, it's not something that people get to do that often, unless they go to Kennedy Space Center, or they go to Hawthorne, or they go to now Johnson as well. Being able to have those, but if no one's thinking about it until you retire the booster, now you only get to have one, maybe two spare fake boosters you can send out there. I would love to have seen more Delta 2s out there, other than just one. But you can jump in.
That's going to be the only Delta 2 see, really.
I know, it's the only Delta 2, yeah, because it was. I would be cool if they put some forethought in before they retired the Falcon 9 program, to be like, okay, this rocket, yes, it can fly some more. Let's get what we can out of it. Let's not push it, and then let's preserve it for the future generations. Because, yes, they thought about it with two other boosters. Well, okay.
Why not the first one that's flown 5 times, or
I wouldn't mind that one either, but I think I see that booster as a let's push it, let's keep pushing it. First one to fly 5 times. All right, this booster's gonna be the first one to fly 6 times. You know.
Harry says, "I want to see the SLS on display. I just want to see it launch."
I want to see it do anything.
I want to see it. I want to see it on display.
You know what? I just want to see it. Can I just see it?
Yeah.
Roll it out and then bring it back, and then you're fine. That's it. That's all.
I'm going to be seeing its transport barge soon. Hopefully, if my tracking data is accurate, it will be passing through its hometown of New Orleans. I'd say Wednesday or Thursday. I'm guesstimating maybe
camp
Friday.
Out your car for those 2 days.
Why do I have to camp out? I'll just drive 5 minutes right over to the levee.
Oh, it's only 5 minutes away. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, dude.
I was thinking it would be like, well, yeah, you gotta stay how long do you have to stay out there until you know you're gonna see it or not?
Here's the funny thing about
Pegasus. With your luck, the moment you turn around, it's like, oh, it's not coming today. It goes past you.
Nope.
Yep. With your luck, the moment you do that.
Oh no, I will go camp out for a day on the levee, with plenty of sunscreen and water, but I'm not gonna miss the day it passes. No way.
As long as the boosters aren't left on the side of the road somewhere. Yeah, that is valid. You shouldn't leave them on the side of the road. Though.
Here's the funny thing: Pegasus on its normal trips never goes on the Mississippi River. Almost never.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, well, yeah, because it's usually moving stuff around between, Stennis and Michoud?
Stennis, Michoud, and Kennedy. Yeah, it just had to go up to Alabama for this one part.
Yeah.
Which, hopefully they grabbed more than one, save it a trip, but, government work.
Oh, yeah. Why would you... Listen, I know exactly enough about government work. Like, you don't do too much. You do what you're paid for.
Look, the phrase in the movie Contact has summed up government work perfectly for everything. Why build one when you can build 2 at twice the price? That's, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Remember when he built a second machine? Yeah.
Yeah. You ever watch Pentagon Wars?
No.
I've only seen bits of it. I've never watched it fully through, but I've seen the Bradley portions of it, where the Bradley warfighting vehicle, what it was called, from where it was originally developed back in, I think it was like Korea, I think, and then it got all the way through to where like it finally got like released. It was like what was originally supposed to be a crew transport became something that couldn't hold enough crew, and couldn't be a scout either. Like it was supposed to be a scout and a crew transport, and it couldn't do either of those things well because it was too armored, too small, and too noticeable to be to be a scout. It looked like a tank, but not enough armor to be a tank. It's great government work there. But
when I grow up, I'm gonna be a real tank.
I want to be a real tank one day. Speaking of boosters on the side of the road, even though it's not on the side of the road, we have the Crew 1 booster arrived at the Cape outside.
That's right, it did.
Outside their hangar there. One of their hangars at.
It sure did. It passed right. Boy, you want to talk about stuff that's tough to track? You think
boosters?
You think all these boats are tough to track? Shit.
You gotta get lucky with boosters.
I got lucky last year on my way to Arabsat, just seeing one at the way station in Florida. Just happened to be there. Like, oh crap! Click.
I don't even know how you even get that lucky because I've never seen it. The only booster I've seen like on this like little transport bed is when they're parked by on the Air Force station. And I've driven past them on like a tour.
I mean, I've just happened to be lucky enough to live close by to it.
I just jealous. The jealousy. Same thing. You get to see rocket ship all the time. I have yet to see rocket ship.
I mean, it's.
I don't care that it's just a boat. It's rocket ship. It's the boat.
Look, like they say in the real estate business, location, location, location.
That's not where I heard that from.
Oh,
I heard it from Jeff Dunham, the dead terrorist. What's his name?
No, Monty Python did the dead parrot.
No, dead terrorist.
Oh, the dead terrorist.
What's his name? Ahmed. He dies a suicide bomber. He's like, well, I learned as a terrorist. Location. In Washington, D.C., bad. But yeah.
But at least you're an easy drive away from launches, so
that's valid. It's what I literally live just off the road. You get that takes you to the port. I used to live just off 520 in Orlando, and I miss it so much. 30 minutes.
And
the best.
Stop.
It's the best. If I can find a remote job, I'm moving right back to that same city. Close enough to Orlando to where I live in a big city and I get the nice things, and then Claire's in Australia. Yeah, we know there's always one person that has it worse, and it's Harry.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry, Harry. I'm sorry we're gloating, but yeah, I used to live 30 minutes away. It was so nice. I would just wake up and be like, "Oh, those are rocket? Yeah, let's go. Why not?" Drive to a bar, have 2 Jack and Cokes, drive back, and everything be fine. Yeah, that was my thing. It's like $4 for 2 Jack and Cokes. Great.
Jerk.
Oh. And no state income tax as well, might I add? Oh, yes. All right.
Bruh.
Next. What? State income tax? What?
None.
Mark II. Sadly, our favorite starship. This is the only one that we both... You saw Mark II, right?
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
So Mark II is slowly getting what it looks like to be taken down. Julio has posted that they removed the dome a while ago, and now they're removing some rings. That sucks. I don't know. That just sucks. See, I wonder what they're gonna do with the Sidco Road plant now.
I mean, they're still gonna do stuff.
I can't imagine they won't, because they spent. I mean, well, I can't remember if their little building there, if that's actually metal or aluminum on the outside, or if it's tarped.
I don't know.
Because at a certain part, it looks like it's just tarped. It looks pretty makeshift. because I think their plan was always to move to Rabbits Road, I think, or move some sort of production to Rabbits Road.
I don't know. Y'all know the area a little bit better than I do.
I don't. Yeah, I don't remember. I don't exactly because there's so little known about this. This is the one where they gave all the press, kind of like they gave the press a bat, like like kind of like get out of here type deal because they were. I think the next step was they were going to put a guard shack on that road and make the road
put
private.
A guard shack.
Further up the road, so you couldn't even get to that little like roundabout cul-de-sac. Yeah.
Wait, am I getting it confused? Wasn't that like a knockoff TARDIS where it was like painted blue, but it was a sad looking phone box? Is that the guard shack I'm thinking of?
I think it was as well. It was like Sidcup Road was not like the most graceful looking SpaceX site.
No, not at all.
And Harry said that Roberts Road still goes down still. I haven't really looked into what they're doing at Roberts or now anymore or wherever. I think the whole Florida Starship production side is kind of just gone at this point.
Texas has gone so fast, and they've dumped so many resources into that one that it's once they figure it out, they'll bring it over to Florida.
Yeah, I didn't pull a picture of their what's it called now? Their high bay, which originally was originally called the high bay, but now it's called the mid bay for Starship. The high bay is now going to be built for Super Heavy.
Weren't they calling the one in Florida a chapel at some point?
It does kind of look like a chapel. I'll be honest. It looks like
it looks
like a cathedral.
I'm not taking shots of that on this show.
It does have that cathedral arch type look.
Oh yeah.
There's a few. I can't remember what they're called, but the little like the towers that go on the side that it connects to.
Not like the cathedral I've been taking pictures of over the last few days, but yeah.
No, it looks like the cathedral. Like there's missing the steeple and the parapets. I think no, not parapets. Can't remember what they're called. They're called the little towers that go on the side of it. But no, their high bay is crazy. It's like they're crazy building that thing. I was thinking when they said, well, they got to build a high bay, and then then we can start manufacturing a Super Heavy. I'm like, oh yeah, it's gonna take 2 months, like 2 months at least before we see any sort of finished. I think we might see that thing finished in a month.
Probably.
I mean,
It's not an overly complex building, so it can go up in a hurry.
It all depends on how tall it is. I think it's going to be Super Heavy will be about 3 times taller than Starship, the current version of Starship, because we don't have the nose cone on top. What are you doing?
I was trying to math.
I believe the current high bay is visible on satellite already. Golly. It thing's massive too. Like it can fit up probably about maybe like 4 of those mid bays inside of it. Like it's crazy huge. It's gonna be close. Well, I'll have to double check the numbers, but I think
said 81 meters.
High bay would be 81 meters. Yeah. And what's the mid bay at? I don't know what the mid bay height is.
I don't know.
It's gotta be
81 meters. How many washing machines tall is that?
Yeah, sorry, we don't not meters. We need washing machines. There we go.
Yeah.
Or as ULA likes to put it, whales. We need to know how many whales can fit inside the high bay. If you ever need to know how many whales you can launch at a time, that's what ULA shows for there. 45. Oh, so it'll be twice as tall. I thought it would be 3 times.
Anything to not use the metric system.
I thought I heard that Super Heavy, it would be 3 times taller than Starship. I don't know, but that thing's just gonna be freaking huge. Like I can't imagine. And have you ever watched the videos that Boca Chica Mary with NSF puts out, which are great videos of them when they point the crane brings it up, the wall part, and then they have people go up it. And they just clip on, and they step, and they're walking along. It's still angled to the side, and they're just walking along it, like doing stuff. And I'm like, hopefully they get paid very well.
Yeah.
Oh god, because I can't imagine. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't step foot at all outside of that lift to do any of that. It's terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. All right.
Seems like fun.
Before we continue on with the rest of the space news, we have 2 weeks in a row of photography news to talk about.
Yes.
Photography topics. I want to consider this.
This one is all on Seth because he brought it to me before the show.
Yeah, this is not news yet. It's a rumor, but it's a highly confirmed rumor that
we're talking rumors here. Oh boy.
What are we?
Now we're off the rails.
What? Come on. Did we ever decided we're not going to talk about rumors? We just spent how much of the show talking about putting something in a museum or not. We don't know their intentions.
Yeah.
But supposedly Canon is discontinuing the 5D line of cameras, which
is really surprising because the 5D line has been just like a staple workhorse. Whatever high praise you want to put on it, it's been a go-to. I have a 5D Mark II and I love that thing.
Yeah, so they have they're up to the 5D Mark IV, and I think it was earlier last year they talked about that they were going to release late 2020 a 5D Mark V, and the rumor is supposedly that it's been a while. For some time, the 5D Mark V development has been halted, and it will not be continuing. They're
going all in on mirrorless.
They have the best glass, like we talked about last week. They have the best lenses, and they now have probably the best cameras out there.
Yeah,
best bodies.
Like the R was, I think it could be argued was the first serious introduction into.
And the R wasn't even
a
hardcore release. The R was just we need a mirrorless body to go with all this RF glass that we have produced, and we can't wait another 2 years. That's one thing that I have against the mirrorless stuff that they're putting out is it needs an adapter to go with this stuff, which it had enough blowback when the R came out where they were giving it out for free, but they've quit doing that now. Now everybody for the EF
hey, you got to pay an extra $100 for this adapter or buy the mirrorless glass.
Well, the thing is, the reason why I think they were given, it made sense to give out the EF adapter for free because the RF glass wasn't there yet. They didn't have a 70-200. They didn't have. I don't think they had a 24-105. They didn't have a 100-400, or they didn't really have any of the L series lens out there. They had some prime lenses and some wide angle stuff, but they didn't have any serious glass to put out there. And so when they came out with the trilogy of lenses, the 24-70, 70-200, 16-35, 31, right? And then they came out with the 100. They came out with the 100-500, the weird fixed aperture f11 600-900 or 600-800, which I watched the video on those. The guy had pre-production models of them. The guy said that with the mirrorless, they're perfectly fine at f11 because the low light on mirrorless is much easier to use. So he's like, he had no issue. Now I think he said like using the 2x extender is difficult. Oh, also they didn't have 2x and 1.4 extenders on them as well. So it makes sense to have an EF RF adapter for free. Now you can buy all the lenses, all the RF lenses that you possibly could need. Now I think the only thing is though is I don't think there's really any third-party RF lenses out there. Like Sigma or Tamron aren't making any, so we're pretty much only buying Canon last. Which is, for me at this point, fine. I don't mind that. A 600 for how much was it? I think a 600 was like $600, right?
Something like that. But those are weird lenses. I know
they're weird, but if I'm pairing it with the R6, that low light will be fine. At f11, that should be fine. There should be no. I can bump that aperture. I can bump that ISO up. It should be better, and especially with it being at 26 megapixels, much better.
We also point out that Harry in the chat friend of the show, taking shots at Nikon for us. We love you. No.
Nikon who? What?
Shoot.
What?
More like Panasonic camera.
What? What?
You mean camera? Pentax?
Olympus? What? Who is? What?
Ew. But
Hasselblad?
around here.
Hasselblad? Mm-hmm.
Actually, while I was
I
out,
want a Hasselblad so bad, just because I want a Hasselblad. Like, I don't know if I can use a Hasselblad, but I really want a Hasselblad.
So get this: when I was out with my buddy on Saturday night shooting some birthday pictures, he brought his drone with him, and it's the DJI Mavic 2. And he was telling me about like the different features on it because I never looked into it. You know, the thought may have crossed my mind, but I'm like, I'm not the drone type. He was flying it over the river and everything, like taking pictures, like you could see it live on your phone, take a picture and everything. Like the quality on this in low light was amazing. And he said there's a higher model version with a camera made by Hasselblad.
Dude, Hasselblad makes some great cameras. I still need to do some investigative journalism work and see if I can find out who's making the cameras for Artemis. Because there's no way, like, I mean, I don't think the normal body Canon, Nikon, whoever can.
Yeah, they fly.
Well, no. They inside ISS, and I think within in orbit around, like, where there's no particles to get in the way. But around the moon, with the lunar dust and all that stuff, I don't think those would do well. I think you will need a custom, like the Hasselblad. The Hasselblad made the cameras for Apollo, and they were custom cameras that were sealed off from the lunar dust.
Why don't you get on that? Why don't you get on that?
I gotta send out some emails, but I've not seen anything, so I have no idea. One thing about in the article that they talked about though was they were still looking to make, I guess not a 5D, but another professional series DSLR to keep the people who want to choose DSLR over mirrorless, to keep them happy, supposedly. Which to me I feel is stupid, because I don't think if you're sitting there, unless you use the 1DX, because I think that's the one camera that's going to be hard to compete because of the autofocusing, because DSLRs have faster autofocusing. Though when I used the R, I had no issues. Though I wasn't in that much. I haven't had that much low light though.
How the autofocusing is. R is amazing.
How's the autofocusing in low light?
Amazing.
It's still great. It's still quick.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the speed of the actual motor of it, depends on the lens, not the camera.
Yeah, but you're shooting all Canon lenses, right?
Except for
those.
No. I've branched out. I got one or two non-Canon lenses.
Okay.
But they're
the freaking sunglasses, dude. The freaking sunglasses. I can't right now.
Yeah, well, deal with it.
Yeah. Anyway. I think unless you're dealing with the 1DX and you really need the stuff the 1DX has, which I think the R5 all has, especially if you get the battery grip. It has Ethernet, and then the battery life. People who complain about battery life, I feel like are.
I had a battery life issue at first with the R. Then I realized, oh wait, you turn off wireless, Wi-Fi or Bluetooth or whatever. Turn those off, and it's fine.
You get a battery grip, and you have two batteries, like doubles your battery.
And you
life.
Still turn off Bluetooth.
And like, I don't know. I've went out. The longest I've ever shot stuff, it's probably like maybe like 2 hours, and I've never had I had a battery grip, two batteries, no issues. Like not even at 50%, like not even at 75% either. Like it was fine. That was with a 7D though, of course. So maybe a 1DX, you need that bigger battery, and you can't do that with the. Would be nice though if they came out with a battery grip for the mirrorless that used the that 1D battery. So
I'm fine with the batteries they're using now.
Yeah, the thing is, it's one battery, so you just flip it out. It's way faster than changing two batteries. And I think that one battery is bigger. It's like I think has more power than those two batteries combined. See, but you're shooting Nikon. Nikon sucks, so I can't help you out there, Harry. I'm joking.
No. Harry's got a point. Doing time lapses and astrophotography stuff.
Oh yeah, you definitely. Yeah.
It burns battery.
Oh, easily.
Really
Long
does.
exposures. Like you kind of gotta be careful when you're testing long exposures to not kill your battery.
Yes.
Especially when you're in a long launch window and it keeps on pushing back, and you have to keep on resetting up your camera for the different time of day.
External power source.
Yeah, but you can't bring that out there in the middle. Sometimes you can, but you can't at the same time.
Yeah. So that's the photo news we have for the day.
Yeah, I think I'm fully for the replacement of DSLR with mirrorless. I think
look, after having a mirrorless, I rarely touch my other ones. I'm thinking out of 4 bodies, I'm thinking about selling off 2 of them and getting one of the new R's.
Selling it off, eh? Why don't you donate it to a photographer in need?
I know.
I'll wait.
What's, oh, Seth, you dropped a hint. Hang on, let me let me pick that back up.
All right, let's continue on with the rest of the space news this week.
What else is there?
James Webb. Speaking of photos, James Webb, our favorite photographer in need. How's that transition for you, Daryl?
Photographer in need of a launch.
Continuing on with the COVID-19 pandemic, they.
Oh no, it's not just COVID.
Is it not just COVID? As
well
as technical challenges. I just read that part.
No, this is
the next level of technical challenges.
This is James Webb we're talking about. You can't chalk that one up to COVID.
I mean, that's what NASA says. So
not all of it.
Whatever. Yeah. Wait. Yeah. So they moved the launch. It was early. It was early, like March, I think, of 2021. Now it's October of 2021. On Hallows Eve, otherwise known to you heathens as Halloween.
Yes, us heathens. The nighttime is the right time. The nighttime is the right time. The nighttime is the right time.
What?
You never? Oh, you youngin', you never heard that one. That's from an old Adam Sandler skit on one of his CDs that he put out.
Oh, I love it, dude. I accidentally played that during a class because I didn't know what it was.
Was it the goat?
It was the one with the toaster.
I don't remember that one.
Anyway. He wanted to do dirty things to the toaster. It's a great sketch that you have to listen to.
Well, have you been?
Yeah, but yeah, so James, well, so we have 8 more months to find $6,000 to go fly to French Guiana.
Yeah. Sure.
Let's find some sponsors.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yes.
Hey, who wants to sponsor their favorite Monday night drinking show? to go down to French Guiana and see James Webb lift off.
Yeah. Live show from French Guiana.
If we can get a good signal.
Okay, recorded show from French Guiana. More likely.
I'm
not sure how French
probably be working by then.
Yeah, which would be who's operational first? James Webb or Starlink?
Oh, Starlink, easy.
Yeah, probably.
Don't get me wrong. James Webb, as much as we talk crap about it, James Webb still needs to happen. There's a lot of important science it's going to catch. It's supposedly going to let us see further back in time than any other telescope has ever seen before. Maybe even as far back as the original launch date for James Webb telescope.
Yes, I can't wait to see it in all its glory.
Full disclosure, that's a recycled joke.
That's a terrible joke. It's still a great joke,
Still
though.
applies. It still applies.
It still applies. It applies until it launches, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, actually, no, it never applies. It never doesn't apply. It will always apply because it's missed its original launch date. It will always be able to look back and see its original launch date.
Yeah. Oh man. What else we got? I mean, there's not much more to say about it. Hey, James Webb's delayed again.
Yeah, speaking of delays, a new SLS part is being delivered to the Kennedy Space Center.
Yes.
I'm on it with the transitions today. On it like a. Never mind, I can't say that.
Good.
Oh, on it like flies on shit. There we go. I can say that one. That one's clean. That's what my football coach used to tell me. You need to be on that ball like flies on shit.
That sounds like a defensive coach. Yeah.
That was the defensive coach, right? From Alabama, of all places. What's this called again? The adapter, the spacecraft.
Come on.
No, I completely
forgot
the acronym that you told me.
You can do it.
I totally forgot what the acronym is. What's
you
that?
can do it. The LVSA.
Launch vehicle.
I helped you out enough. Come on, dude.
Launch adapter. There we go.
No.
Launch vehicle. Wait, what? LV what A?
LVSA.
Oh, launch vehicle spacecraft adapter.
No.
Nope, I forgot.
Launch vehicle stage adapter.
Stage adapter. There we go. All right.
Always check your staging.
Always. See, I in Kerbal never check my staging. So.
Nope.
I check it when I'm on the pad. So then every single time I relaunch, I have to redo my staging.
Mm-hmm.
Or I just forget to redo my staging, and then I'm like, oh no, my parachutes went at launch.
But this is this is the reason why Pegasus is moseying on down the Mississippi River right now. It was on the Tennessee River. Went through a couple of locks. Now it's on the Mississippi River. It should be getting to Memphis, Tennessee.
Oh no. Oh no. Have we lost him? Have we lost the glasses? Nope, never mind.
Soon through Memphis and just keep on going down the Mississippi. What?
You froze for a second. You froze for a second.
Again?
Yeah. Well, that was the first one that was noticeable during the stream. So.
Oh.
Did you Google something? Is that what happened? Did you Google something?
No, I didn't touch anything.
All right. What were you saying? This is the reason why it's going down the Mississippi?
The reason why it's going down to Mississippi is because it's bringing the LVSA to Kennedy Space Center. It should be hitting Memphis, Tennessee, I would guess by midnight tonight, but it looks like it's slowing down. No, it's still moving. Oh, that's an outdated position. So it's probably past Memphis by now. But it's it picked up the LVSA from Marshall and is on the way to KSC. And I'm like,
you're like what?
I'm like, that's a lot of unused space on that barge.
Hey man, it's good enough for government work.
Yep, government work.
They gotta have room for all the it's probably on a specialized trailer, so the vibrations don't damage it while driving.
Yeah, I mean it didn't drive far, and they drive those things at like 2 miles an hour.
Hey, a lot of vibrations.
Whereas Falcon 9s go barreling down interstate at speed.
Yeah, but this probably costs like what, $1 million?
Are you kidding? A government project probably costs like $10 million just for that piece.
That's probably what it is. Yeah. They gotta take care of it, and I'm looking forward to seeing what you got. I won't be. Well, wait. How close does this hug the Florida coast?
I would assume it's gonna be like rocket ship, and you're not gonna see it. Sorry. The ships like that, they always go far out. Yeah.
They go around the Keys, and they kind of just stay out there.
I think it'll even be below the horizon for you. Like that's how far out that shipping channel is.
Oh yeah. I don't see that many ships out there. I see a few. Well, I've seen a few, but those are the ones leaving Port Everglades.
Yeah, so I'm
if
gonna
they're not coming
to,
into Port Everglade or Port Everglade, I won't be able to see it.
So I may have to share some tracking info with you, so you can drive up to the Cape and see it.
Maybe. We don't give out our secrets though, so.
Not even to each other sometimes.
No, not even to each other. He won't tell me how. He just shares.
Yeah, y'all see how much of a jerk he is to me. I'm gonna tell everybody but Seth.
Yeah, everyone's gonna know, and I like always. I'm the last one to know when I'm able to see rocket ship. So.
The love on this show, good lord.
All right, memes. We're about an hour.
So
memes
go ahead.
Time. I actually have 2 memes.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I know you've seen this one.
Oh God, that.
This one's Photoshop though, which makes it so much better. Mark Zuckerberg, aka the mime surfer. He put. I mean, I don't want to. All right, so since I'm a tech guy, I also follow a reporter called Kara Swisher. Kara Swisher is pretty much like the biggest, like one of the really popular name in tech, and she as a tech reporter, and she retweeted the post about it with someone kind of bashing Mark for wearing so much sunscreen. She goes, of all things we can get him on, we don't need to get him on this. And I'm like, yeah, that's true. Like, I was going to say what I mean, but I won't do it. And then it came across in Photoshop as a mime, and I'm like, yes, I need to. Never mind, that's too funny.
Never mind?
Never mind.
Don't you mean never mime?
Never mime?
But we're terrible.
And it looks like he's on an electric skateboard. Not skateboard, surfboard. So let's just get this full screen here for all its glory. You even have the frown on there and everything. But he has a little hand thing, so maybe is he even surfing? There's no wave behind him. I think it's electric, which sounds like something Mark would do. All right. Now, before someone from Facebook sees this, I never get hired at Facebook. Sorry, Mark. Didn't mean it. Didn't mean anything personally. Just don't wear that much. Just don't do that ever again.
Actually, while I was looking for something, I just came across an article from Petapixel that they are reporting that the 5D line is dead. So
yeah, that's the one I saw. That's the one I saw. Yeah.
If they're reporting it, it is.
They mentioned in there that it is a rumor. But it's like a highly confirmed rumor that they can't they haven't got anything official from Canon though.
Right.
But someone from Canon.
And they're probably just going to do that quietly. They're going to push the R line as hard as they can and just quietly.
They'll come out, yeah. I mean, they already made a 5D version of the mirrorless R5D version. It's the R5 and R6 are pretty much that. So
yeah,
but better.
Here's the crazy thing.
I have another meme if you want to.
Let me get mine in.
Okay.
Wayward just mentioned something about Tori in chat, and sure enough, just earlier today, I retweeted this picture.
Oh yes, I retweeted it as well.
I'm like, Tori, how are you gonna tease us with this and say it's only for study and not any? You know what it is? They're probably gonna come out with it at some point. Years from now.
I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I mean,
I just can't imagine what you gotta put up with that.
I don't know what you would need. Yeah, because the already Vulcan Heavy, there is an actual variation called Vulcan Heavy.
Is that just with all the boosters?
It has. I think it has like extended boosters on it. I think.
Ah.
Yeah, I think. Oh no! Sorry. No.
Also, my Mars patch is on the way, and I want those flip flops.
I kind of want the flip flops, to be honest. I should get the flip flops.
I want the flippity flops.
Wait, are those on the store or no?
No.
Oh. I don't have like real flip. I have like a pair. I have flip flops when I was like younger.
Wayward. And call him George. I get that reference.
Me too. The Vulcan Heavy, I think, is all boosters and the upgraded upper stage.
Oh wait, what am I
So
thinking?
I don't know if it's Aces or if it's something else or not, but I don't remember what it was on some press thing somewhere from a while ago that we all saw. That bunch of us saw, and we're like, wait, Vulcan Heavy, what? Yeah, but maybe a Vulcan Heavy, Vulcan Super Heavy.
I, who knows at this point?
For when you need to launch everything. What are you launching? Yes. All right. 3 common core boosters for you. It is. All right.
But
so
my patch is on the way.
I need to order that patch. It's only like $4.
It was. Hopefully, it's still there.
Yeah, I was gonna order it the other day, and I'm like, oh, I got. This was how bad my laziness was this weekend. I'm on my couch, which is 5-8 feet away from my desk, and I brought it up on my phone to order, and I get to the part to order it, and I go like, oh, my wallet's on my desk. I'll do it tomorrow.
Wow.
Oh, and I still haven't done it, so I need to see if I can do it still.
It does not look like that is on the store. The flippity floops.
Oh, the flip. Oh, I want a flip flop so bad.
Nope.
I need space. I need like real flip flops. I don't have real flip flops. I have slides, and I have like these flip flops from like years ago that like are made by Skechers. They look kind of cool, but they look stupid at the same time. Not as cool as some Mars flip flops would be. Maybe if I ask maybe if I ask Tori nice enough, maybe he'll send me something.
Yeah, and don't accidentally call him Elon.
Yeah, I won't call him Elon. I don't know. I'm not sure if accidentally calling him Elon was an insult to him or insult to Elon. I don't know which one. They probably both not happy. Speaking of Tori, though, my other meme is a weird interaction that I just came across that I just don't understand why I needed. A guy asked Tori, quick question, if I lick Atlas, does that mean I own it? And then Tori comments saying, no, but you have tasted pure space launch awesomeness. Someone replies and goes, so hypothetically, if I buy Atlas for a launch, can I lick it? Which then he goes to, yes. And then Tristan, who's I think have I read it? No, I don't think I actually met him, but I follow him on this is where I saw it because I saw his reply to it, and he goes, follow-up question, assuming it's not loaded with propellant, what parts of Atlas do you recommend not licking? And he goes, inside the RD-180 nozzle. So now I'm interested. What's inside the RD-180 nozzle that we're not supposed to lick?
I wonder if I lick it while it is fueled, at least with liquid oxygen, will my tongue stick to it?
Oh,
like
easily.
The kid who licked the flagpole in
A Christmas Story?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Of course, probably. Yes.
I would assume so.
You would probably also die.
No.
Yeah. I feel like
Hold up. Hey, Tori.
How close can you get to a fully fueled rocket before your hand gets like frozen or something? Like if you put your face right next to it, tell me your blood will not freeze.
I mean, how close will I get to it before the ULA sniper gets me?
No. They're only active on SpaceX launch days.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
You gotta worry. They have crocodiles, or not crocodiles, alligators.
Ooh.
My bad.
And on those shots across the bow.
I love you. I love you, Tori. I love you, ULA. So.
Yes, we do love Tori. Is that a show?
No, I forgot to stop sharing.
We're gonna call that a show?
Are we calling it a show? Is that what that was?
I think we should call that a show.
Okay, guys, you heard it here first. That was a show you guys listened to for the past hour.
Yes. That was the show. Thank y'all for hanging out with us in chat. Y'all made it fun. We like y'all coming by, interacting, throw some questions out there, or just comments, and help steer the show. We're here for y'all. We want to have fun, interact with y'all, and this is the way we like to do that.
Oh my gosh, Wayward, that's a salute, and that's amazing. I never thought about a O with a 7 is a salute.
Is it?
I don't know. That's what it looks like. Here,
Okay.
let me type it. Let me type it in chat. Hold on. Where's my mouse? Ready? You have 0 and then a 7, and then you have not 0, sorry, O, and then a slash. Hey. Oh, dang it! Stupid Google. Dang it! I got emoji blocked by Google.
This is why we love this show.
All right, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for listening. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Thank you for wherever you're doing. I don't know. Maybe we might have highlights this week for once in our life. Shot fired, Daryl.
Yes.
Yes. So if you guys make sure you guys leave a like, comment, subscribe, leave us a review. All that stuff helps. Refresh it a few times. Like we mentioned the other week, maybe make a bot that just automatically replays the video when it's done. I don't know, just a suggestion. I'm not saying fraud. But thank you all for coming out. Thank you all for supporting us in any which way you guys choose. And we'll see you guys all next week.
Bye.